So Venom: The Last Dance is the new and final installment to the Venom franchise in the Sony Spider-Man universe that is, associated with Marvel Studios. And honestly, this is not a movie I was ever expecting to happen, because after Venom: Let There Be Carnage, I wasn't expecting another Venom movie because that Venom movie really didn't do it for me. And honestly, neither does this one. So Tom Hardy is once again back to play our main character, Eddie Brock. And this time, him and his buddy Venom are, being chased by these Venom hunters, or Xenobites, or Cenobites. One of the two. I think it just said Cenobites, sorry. Hellraiser reference, my bad. Even so, that these other aliens are chasing down Venom because he possesses this thing called the Codex, which can release Venom's creator, who is called Null. And the moment I saw Null, I immediately flashed back to my Final Fantasy days. I was like, oh my god, that was like Sephiroth. I was like, they pull a, reference from Final Fantasy VII here. I was like, that is definitely Sephiroth. But really, no, it's Null. To be fair, Tom Hardy and Venom's, buddy comedy that we've seen in both the first and the second Venom movies, that's pretty much, the best thing about this Venom movie as well, which happens a large portion of the film. But even though, we don't get to see Venom's full form, like we did a lot in the first two films, because these symbiote hunters can hone in on him whenever he's in his full form. So he has to stay hidden. And while they're doing that, they're going, across the U.S. to New York because Venom wants to see Lady Liberty. And then, of course, for the other part of the movie, you have these scientists in Area 55. Not Area 51, people, Area 55, because Area 51 is being destroyed. But, if Area 51 wasn't being destroyed, then you probably wouldn't have Area 55. And they are there to, study the symbiote creatures, that are on this planet, and also find out that, about Null and this Codex, and they are also after Venom as well. I will say there are some moments in this movie where the movie gets way off track, we're not, it's the movie's taking a break, and we're not on the story anymore. We're going to take a break here in this moment. Like the scene in Las Vegas. Even though I liked the moment with Miss Chin and the dancing part because it was fun to watch, it was a completely useless scene. There was no point to it whatsoever. All of it was just for that moment for him and Miss Chin to dance to ABBA. But other than that, it was pointless to the plot. But still, was enjoyable, though. So Venom's got, pretty much both sides coming after them. He's got his home planet coming after them. He's got the military coming after them. And then, of course, him and Eddie Brock go on a road trip with his new friend and his family, Mark Moon, who is played by Reese Fons. When he showed up in the movie, I was thinking kind of oh, he's playing some alien hippie who believes in aliens. But I feel like when he was there, he was just there, standing there just to be an extra for Eddie Brock to talk to. But he didn't have any key moments, or he was really overused, and just for the moment for Venom to save him and his family. Honestly, that is the biggest problem in this movie, and that's its use of characters. Like I said, Reese Fons feels like he's there a good bit, but he's just not used correctly. So it's kind of he's underused, but he's seen a lot. Along with that, you had Juno Temple and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Honestly, Chiwetel Ejiofor, I was actually expecting him to be the big baddie. I expected him to be see what he's going to bring here, since he's in MCU as Mordo, but now he's here playing this general who's trying to capture Venom, but he's really not there. He's just, he's just like a stand-in. That's really the big problem there. Character development. There was really none of that in this movie. And whenever there was a new character, like I said, he was just like not used correctly. The last act, though, I found that one was pretty fun because, I mean, I loved seeing the big old battle between, Venom and, the military and the Venom hunters all coming together. But I mean, they're all trying to take down these aliens that are trying to take Venom back to free Null. And of course, you have these other symbiotes coming together, taking on humans, and so that they can help, stop this creature. But I mean, there were times where I felt like, oh my God, which symbiote is which? Who is who? Because I was like, oh my God, they're all over the place here. But I mean, it was still fun, just a little bit crazy there throughout most of it, but still a lot of fun. Overall, though, even though this movie has its moments of, fun and the buddy comedy where you get some chuckles here and there, it's still, pretty much on the vibe of just being a cheesy story. I mean, yes, there are moments where you can enjoy yourself, but they're not like those amazing moments that can really fix or help this movie be better. It's not like you're going to go into the theater and be like, oh my God, that was an amazing movie. Far better than Let There Be Carnage. No, it's definitely not that kind of movie. It's whether if you have been enjoying Venom so far, then you'll enjoy this film. But if you haven't enjoyed Venom from the start, then this is not probably a movie you're going to like. Still, in my opinion, the only Venom movie of this franchise that technically has been, good is still the first one. Let There Be Carnage, as well as this one. I mean, they're still on the scale of whether being they're okay or bad. Sorry. It's just simple as that. Sorry, all you Spider-Man fans out there, but overall, I'm only going to give Venom: The Last Dance a C here. Yeah, just wait till this movie comes on streaming service and watch it then. On another note, though, I would actually like to see Tom Hardy play the character again, because I feel like with all these Sony Spider-Man characters that have been coming out, I mean, Venom, Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven soon later. I mean, I feel like they're setting up for some multiverse stuff with Tom Holland somehow. I mean, that's just a personal opinion of mine, but I mean, that would still be awesome to get all of these people from Sony over into Tom Holland's universe, because I mean, they're already incorporating the multiverse in this movie, so why not incorporate it still in the MCU? Alright, well that just about wraps up this review. If you guys have seen Venom: The Last Dance, please comment here down below what your thought was on it. Also, if you like my other videos, you can check out here more on my channel. And always remember to stay epic!